Welcome back to Learn English with Ease. We're very happy you're here with us today.
Today's background feels warm and full of energy.
Yes, behind us you can see Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
It's such a powerful symbol. The statue looks open and welcoming.
The mountains and palm trees make the atmosphere feel emotional and alive.
And today's topic connects perfectly with that feeling.
Before we begin, I want to mention your outfit today. It looks very vibrant and colorful.
Thank you. I chose something bright because Brazil is known for color and expression.
It matches the idea of emotional expression.
Exactly. When we feel comfortable expressing ourselves, we feel more alive.
So, Anna, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling open and thoughtful. How about you?
Calm but curious. I think today's topic will help many learners.
Then let's begin.
Today we're talking about how to express your emotions clearly in English.
Many learners can describe facts.
But describing feelings feels more difficult.
Yes, emotions are personal.
And sometimes we don't have the right vocabulary.
Or we are afraid of sounding dramatic.
Another problem is translation.
Yes, we often translate directly from our native language.
But emotional expressions don't always translate naturally.
That can make our speech sound awkward or unnatural.
So learners stay quiet instead.
But expressing emotions is important for real connection.
Let's talk about emotional vocabulary.
Many learners only use basic words like happy, sad, angry, tired.
But emotions have many levels.
Instead of I'm happy, you can say I'm relieved.
Or I'm grateful.
Instead of I'm sad, you can say I'm disappointed.
Or I feel a little discouraged.
These words are more specific.
And specificity makes your English sound mature.
It also helps others understand you better.
Sometimes expressing emotions directly feels too strong.
That's when softening phrases help.
For example, to be honest.
Or I have to admit.
Or I've been feeling a bit.
These phrases prepare the listener.
They make emotional statements smoother.
Instead of saying I'm stressed,
You can say, I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed lately.
that sounds more natural and balanced.
Sometimes emotions are mixed.
Yes, life is rarely simple.
You can say, I'm excited but also nervous.
Or I feel proud, but at the same time uncertain.
These combinations show emotional awareness.
And emotional awareness makes you sound thoughtful.
It also builds trust in conversations.
People appreciate honesty with balance.
Emotion is not only vocabulary.
Tone matters a lot.
If your voice is flat, strong emotional words lose impact.
Slower speech often feels more sincere.
Pauses make statements more powerful.
Even facial expressions support emotional meaning.
Communication is more than grammar.
It's connection.
How can learners practice emotional English?
Start small.
Instead of saying, I'm fine, say something more specific.
For example, I'm a little tired today, but overall, I feel good.
Or, I've been feeling motivated lately.
Keep a journal in English.
Write one sentence about how you feel each day.
Over time, your emotional vocabulary expands naturally.
And your confidence grows.
When you express emotions clearly, conversations deepen.
Yes, they move beyond small talk.
People remember how you made them feel.
Not only what information you shared.
Emotional clarity creates authenticity.
And authenticity builds trust.
That's true in friendships, relationships, and work environments.
If you want to improve your English, don't only focus on grammar.
Focus on expressing yourself clearly.
Use more precise emotional vocabulary.
Add softening phrases.
Speak slowly and intentionally.
And allow yourself to be honest in English.
Fluency is not just speed.
It's emotional clarity.
Every time you describe how you feel in English,
You take one step closer to real confidence.
if you want to continue improving step by step,
Through calm, natural, long conversations,
please subscribe to Learn English with Ease.
we're here to help you grow steadily, confidently, and comfortably.
Thank you for learning with us today.
See you in the next episode.